Okay. Um, this is for the response on I guess Africa is not yours. Well, economy is intriguing because first off, the sister was talking about you know the purpose and need for us as a people to study Egyptian science and even more so the mystery systems and schools of thought on Egypt. There are various books on it. Um, and I'm just speaking to the relevance of studying and such. For instance, one good link would be Stolen Legacies. Um, it studies that whole history and dynamic, and then the Nile Valley civilization things of relevance that should be studied, and various other books. Even studying uh, the different cultures, the advancement, the ups and downs that came along with Egypt, its civilization, as we may think we know it, or the things that we find in these temples and various other places. Um, the thing I want to speak to mostly about is when sister says she's not even understanding why there are a lot of African Americans who study um, Egypt, why they're not really paying attention or not studying as in I guess intentfully or as fervently as West African culture and its design. Um, she has a valid point in stating that most of the people, most of the African Americans here would definitely come from the lineage of West Africans, but more importantly is trying to understand exactly why uh, our intelligence is key, why it's super necessary. Better ways of living your life. Um, I do agree with her in the fact that that should be studied as well. But the study of Egypt is very important, and yeah, I've met Egyptians on my campus who are they wouldn't really identify themselves as such as black or basically what the sister was indicating earlier on. But I don't even think it's about that. Universally, I think it's mainly about trying to find a medium. As we stand now as a people, and I'm not just talking about the African American race, I'm talking on a total level. We're so distant from the history that may be crystal, may be the one thing that is factual, and now more than ever, all people are trying to define exactly who God is. You have those who are extremely devout and won't take no other substitute, no other explanation. And I mean, more power to them, but to a certain degree, I think this is a bit one-sided. I'm trying not to piss anybody off, but I think it's only selling yourself short to not look at all avenues. Some people will say to study other philosophies, even to go back and study Egypt is straight heresy, and it would mean that you're atheist and all these other factors. There are a lot of factors that are present now that affect, I guess, the logic of oneself. I mean, sister, she comes obviously from African diaspora of the West African point of view. So of course, that would be a standpoint she defends very, very greatly. Myself, um, I'm African American, but I'm tied to Masonic beliefs and values. And at one point, I was very Christian based, but I guess as a person, I understand why people try to still find ways to separate it, separate what's in the Bible, separate what's in the Quran, separate what's in any volume of sacred law, which is what all these various texts are. You go to a different country, you want to study with them, depending upon where you're at, you might not be studying all about the Bible. And I don't see nothing really wrong with that, because all these texts are here for a reason. So to try to judge which is the highest, most relevant piece of information, I think it's still a defeating cause of us as a people, not the main idea of whether or not black people were in Egypt and all this other stuff. I think as a universal understanding, we need to understand exactly what we came from, and do so to the finest degree. We're trying to understand self and what we can aspire to achieve. Even in physics, there's only a certain degree of where they can analyze the galaxy, and then the rest of it is blurry. And I think with so much study, most of us think that point where it becomes blurry revolves around Egypt and its dynamic systems and structure and organization, even the rise and fall of it, all of it together. But the most valid thing I would think is probably just looking at all of it in a total view. Western African civilization, Egyptian, even looking at exactly what what uh what our Caucasian counterparts think of our existence. To just learn about it, I think that should be enough. Um, but that's just me. So I think I covered all topics I want to. So be looking for responses, and let's try to be civilized with all this, please, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really new to YouTube, and I'm really trying to turn this into something that's like petty. It's all about knowledge and understanding. All right, peace.